Hi guys. So today I'm just attending an apartment from a landlord that we've just recently taken on. So the backstory of this property is that I think the landlord previously let the apartment out to some people, and unfortunately, he had quite a few issues with it. I think they ended up owing quite a bit of rent. Anyway, they've done a bit of a runner. So what I'm doing here today is we're coming here to see. Well, I've been here before, walked around to see what it needs doing, and I'm coming back today just to see where we're at, what else needs doing, sort of make some final decisions, and also just to see the quality of the work, and just trying to keep on top of things to make sure that everything's done correctly. Actually, the other point I wanted to make as well is that it's really important to have a really reliable, trustworthy, and sort of skilled team around you. So, for example, with this property, we've asked one of our trades, Albert, in fact. Big shout out to Albert, absolutely fantastic person to work with, a great member of the team, and he does really fantastic maintenance work in and around Birmingham. So anyway, back to it. So what I did was I walked around the property. I took a video, pointed loads of stuff out. What it needs doing, sent it over to Albert. Essentially said, can you do all this, and how long it will take, and then just give him the keys. So what he's done is he's done most of the work. I'm just here to have a look at things, see where we're at, to give them some feedback as well. But mostly, give them some feedback. But I really wanted to kind of stress how important it is to have a good team around you. Essentially, I just, literally walked around, took a video of everything that he's doing, sent it to him, and just left him to it. We decided, for example, in the end to give a lick of paint throughout. Normally, at the end of a tenancy, if the place is a bit tired, redecorating it and potentially changing the carpets adds a lot of value for the next tenant, and then you keep the place in great condition. Means that they will then look after the new tenant, they will look after it, and also you keep your rent as high as possible as well. I was actually quite worried that we might have to change carpets. So one of the reasons I'm here today is to take a closer look at the carpets, and I think we should be able to get away with just giving a deep clean. So for example, the plan right now, Albert's just finished repainting throughout and down there as well. The plan is to finish off various jobs, and then once Albert's finished, then we'll hand the keys over to the cleaner. I think for this one, I've asked Richard to give a deep clean of the place. Once that's done, and I've asked him to remove all the junk as well. And again, great team. They can come, give it a really good deep clean the carpets. These are all separate, sort of separate services. Do a deep clean of the carpet, probably the oven as well, and then remove all the rubbish. And there's some more rubbish in the terrace as well. Okay, so let's just walk around to see what I've asked Albert to do. Actually, it's pretty easy, isn't it? So originally, some of these light bulbs were gone, and I think actually the unit, it turns out the unit's faulty as well, and it's really important to have good lighting throughout the house, especially when you're taking viewings, because the place looks well lit. It gives you a bit of colour. It helps sell the place. So we've gone, and he's checked all these lights and replaced the bulbs as well. Everything seems okay. Minor bits and bobs that would need securing. For example, oven, it's going to need to have a deep clean. He's repainted that throughout, so that's nice. Inside the fridge freezer, look, that's going to be cleared up by the cleaner. The floor is fine, that will come out in a good clean. carpets are okay. I mean, luckily we've got a rug here, so that protected the carpet somewhat. Okay, let's go to the back. Okay, so all this sort of stuff that will be taken away by Richard. I mean, obviously they're plants which are now dead, so that would always be removed, and then the whole of the outside will be cleaned up. A bit of a stain there, not sure you can see it, but hopefully that will come out. All the walls have been repainted. That I think we can leave. So with the sofa, the cover is actually quite tired, but the good thing about it's an IKEA sofa, and the landlord was able to find a replacement cover. So yeah, he's purchased that. That was delivered to my house. I've dropped it off. I'm going to ask Albert to change the covers as well, and that should give the sofa a new lease of life. And that's okay, isn't it? Everything is now looking a lot better. Let's go into the bedroom. So what Albert did is he looked at the curtains. They were getting a bit old and grotty, so he has offered to pretty much replace them all. I think he just went to Argos, got some new ones, put them on, and I'll show you the ones in the next room as well. And again, looks brand new. So once this is all cleared up, this place will look brand new, and that will attract very good tenants. Structurally, everything is sound. No burn marks or damages on door frames, stuff like that. So that's really good. Turn the room. This is the bathroom. So let's walk in here. So it's left that to soak, and then it's repainted the bathroom. It's resealed that, or got a bit of all the gunk. So that always helps the place look, brand new. Just resealed all that, and that was filthy, absolutely filthy. Sadly couldn't be there because I think whoever developed this property didn't do it so well, and there was a gap between the tiles and the shower panel, the flooring thing. So water was actually dripping through. So that's been fixed. Everything else from here on, it's just a deep clean. Floor, so this is another thing because that's potentially quite expensive. So floor is actually absolutely fine. So we got away with it quite lucky this time. Master bedroom. Okay, so I think the desk was a bit broken, so that's removed. We were going to fix the chest of drawer, but it wasn't really worth it. Again, it's better just to get it removed and get a new one in. And actually, the cost of removing it is actually quite a bit, and that's not something a lot of people are aware of. That, however, was fine. So we just find a chest of drawer that kind of matches that, and a desk potentially that matches that as well. Bed's okay. Probably needs to change the mattress, however. They're annoying to get rid of, but fortunately we've got our furniture suppliers. They're really good at sort of delivering furniture and removing mattresses. It's actually quite a big time saver. I mean, you really don't want to be removing mattresses yourself. That's half a day's work, and you're not going to get in a car anyway. New curtains, really cool. And in fact, actually, let's go back to the living room. Yeah, new curtains over there as well. They were really grotty before. Okay, so yeah, summary, really good to have a really good team around you. Give them the keys, leave them to it, but obviously check up and give them a lot of feedback. All right, hopefully that's been helpful. See you guys in the next one.